And also tonight, a growing number of 2020 Democratic hopefuls will not attend this year's American-Israel Public Affairs Committee Policy Conference, better known as AIPAC. Now, the news comes as just a day after the liberal group MoveOn.org called on Dems to boycott the event. Now, the list includes Senators Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, Bernie Sanders, and now Beto O'Rourke, Julian Castro, and Pete, well, I never can say his last name, Buttigieg. Joining me now, Governor Mike Huckabee, former 2016 Republican hopeful, and of course, Fox News contributor. Gov, why are the Dems playing into this progressive, anti-Israel mindset? And they're doing it so quickly. They fall into line so quickly.
Because they've lost their minds. I mean, our alliance with Israel is not a left-right issue. It's an up-down issue. This is not horizontal politics of the left or the right. It's vertical politics of, are we going to take our culture and society up, or are we going to take it down? AIPAC has been reliably nonpartisan. In fact, if anything, I got a little disappointed with AIPAC a few years ago during Barack Obama's push for the Iran deal, because they were really pretty much on the sidelines. They didn't say that much that was overly against it, and I think the reason they didn't want to offend the president. I thought they should have offended him because the deal was terrible. It was terrible not just for Israel, it was terrible for the U.S. But this has become the new mantra for the Democrats, is to be against Israel. They don't like the Prime Minister Netanyahu, who I was just with 2 days ago in Israel, and they don't like him because they don't understand him. His job is not to be left or right. His job is to protect his country, and in doing so, Laura, he's doing us a great favor, and he understands that the Iranians are led by crazy people who would blow up the world if they could, and that's why even the other Arab nations don't like them and don't trust them.
Well, this anti-Israel sentiment is, it's a line from, in many cases, the media, academia, and also we're seeing it in Hollywood develop, and we're seeing it on, in a big way on college campuses. This boycott, divestment, sanctions movement, BDS movement, it's sweeping the country. Now even Berkeley professors are saying that this is starting to really hurt, their First Amendment free expression rights. So they say for years, BDS supporters have disrupted campus events featuring individuals who espouse views they oppose. This could have been part of the angle in the first block of the show. They've also deprived University of California students, faculty, and staff of their right to hear alternative viewpoints. The goals of BDS and its supporters and actions, therefore, do pose a clear and direct threat to academic freedom. So, Governor Huckabee, that's when the rubber meets the road for the faculty, when they feel, wait a second, my academic freedom is now being hurt by the liberal, I say liberal, and it's not really liberal, but the progressives on campus who are, I think there's a deep anti-Semitic strain running through it. But now even the professors are saying, whoa, this has gotten out of hand.
Well, the BDS movement ought to take the D out of it, because it's really just a BS movement. Let me tell you what's happened because of BDS. The Palestinians that had good jobs because Israel opened up factories like the SodaStream factory in Judea. 1,100 people worked there. I toured the plant. 600 of them were Palestinian, 500 were Israeli. They got along fine. They worked together, men, women, Muslim, Jew. It worked beautifully. They had the best paychecks they've ever had in their lives, 4 times the amount of money they'd ever gotten under the Palestinian Authority for any job they ever had. And the BDS movement put so much pressure on SodaStream, they shut the plant down. And you know who suffered the most? The very Palestinians that it's supposed to help.
Well,
that's what's irrational.
Yeah, but Governor, look, we had Obama and Hillary, right? They both spoke at AIPAC. So will the party ever be the same after the radicalization that we're seeing overtake it now? Will it come back to sanity?
Well, if it doesn't, they're going to continually move to a level of being anti-Semitic, and that's dangerous for the Democrats. But, Laura, forget the politics of it. That's dangerous for freedom. It's dangerous for a country, Israel, that most mirrors the U.S. in its ideology and in its value system. And we still have to deal with the fact that, look, they may not want to admit it, but the Palestinians reward terrorists, and if a Palestinian kills a Jew, that family is rewarded with a lifetime pension. They get a street or park named after them.
That all
That's
got to
stop.
No, it all has to stop. I mean, peace in the Middle East, you know, everybody wants it, but it's very extremely frustrating. Governor, thank you so much. And coming up.